Today we're assembling our Canterbury 4-poster bed. This model is a super king size in ash. First, we arrange the bed parts so they are in the best layout for assembly. Lay the headboard legs either side of the headboard panel and headboard rail. Make sure the headboard rail's metal fitting is facing down and the circular holes on the back of the headboard panel are facing up. Then we slot the dowels into the footrail and side rails of the bed. Tap with a mallet if required. Next, screw the threaded bolts into the metal insert nuts on the legs of the bed. Do this for both the head and foot end legs. One side at a time, slot the headboard panel and headboard rail onto one of the legs. Give them a little tap for good measure. Then, secure the headboard panel first using the threaded bolt which is now showing through the holes on the back of the panel. Attach a half-moon washer and nut onto each of these bolts, then tighten with the spanner provided. Be careful not to over-tighten. Then stand this whole section up and secure the headboard rail beneath the headboard. Using the same method as before, attach a half-moon washer and nut onto the threaded bolts showing through the holes. Tighten with the spanner provided, being careful not to over-tighten. Leave this section stood up to one side for now. Next, slot the foot end legs and foot rail together, lining up the dowels on the foot rail and the threaded bolts on the legs. Secure the foot rail as before, using the half-moon washer and nut method. Use the spanner provided to tighten, being careful again not to over-tighten. Make sure you have the threaded bolts secured in the insert nuts facing towards the centre of the bed on both the head and foot end legs for this next step. Stand the foot end section up. Then bring in one of the side rails and push it onto the corresponding foot end leg. The dowels on the side rail should line up with the holes on the leg, and the threaded bolt on the leg should line up with the hole in the centre of the side rail. Do the same on the other side, then slot the side rails onto the head end legs using the same method, bringing the whole frame together. As before, secure these side rails using the half-moon washer and nuts on the threaded bolts. Be sure to check the fittings at the foot end are tightened too. Next, bring in the centre rail and slot into the pre-existing fittings at the head and foot end of the frame. Next, it's time to assemble the canopy. Carefully position the shorter canopy beams on top of the posts of the bed. Just lay them in place for now. Use 2 people for this step if available. Once the shorter beams are in place at the head and foot end, position the 2 longer beams on top. Carefully line them up. The shape of the beams should naturally come together at the corners. Next, screw in the canopy bolts at all 4 corners. Don't tighten with the Allen key just yet. Just attach the bolts by hand to secure things for now. Leaving the bolts this way means you have some wiggle room to make sure everything is square. Once you're happy, go in and tighten the canopy bolts with the Allen key provided. For the final step, we affix the slats. On a Super King bed, you will receive 12 double slats along with your standard slats. Once in place, you can adjust the tension of these slats to your preference using the attached sliders. To affix the slats, we first need to slot the end caps onto each one, including the double slats. There's a lot of slats, so we'll speed this part up for you. The double slats begin at the 3rd hole down on each side of a Super King bed. There are 6 slats per side. To finish, we simply slot the rest of the slats into place down the whole length of the frame, lining them up with the pre-drilled holes on the centre rail and side rails. We have a further video available on the double slat system if needed. Step back and admire your handiwork. You just assembled a 4-poster bed from Natural Bed Company.